to see everyone here today. How are you all doing? Welcome. My name is Marvy Scoarts. Here I post relatable funny skits and I also share tips on content creation. I also have a few DIY series that I've shared with everyone here on my YouTube channel, how I go about making DIY stuffs like crafts and beads. So today I'm going to be doing a brief recap on the live series of the creator era. So if you're joining, let me know where you're joining from and I'll be sure to give you a shout out and say hi and we can all begin. So here we go. Let me check the chat to be sure that I am not missing a single one. Let me see. Oh, all right. So welcome. If you're sending a chat, I'll be sure to read it out so that I can give you a shout out if you're saying hi. And if you have any questions so far, be sure to ask in the chat. Or if you're watching the replay, be sure to ask in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So today we are going to be doing a brief recap on what we have been working on during this live series. All right. First of all, we've had 5 episodes in this live series of the content creator era where I shared tips, including editing tips on how to grow as a successful content creator on YouTube, or even on how to improve as a content creator, right? Yeah. So, the first one that we have so far, I wrote them all down so that I would be able to analyze it as a recap. All right, the videos are already on my YouTube channel. I saved all of them so you can watch them, go check it out, and for any of them that you like, please make sure to give it a like and comment which ones you found helpful. Also make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell because yes, you'll be getting more content like this and more. So first of all, the first one is 0 subscribers. Start your YouTube journey the smart way. This is the first episode that we have. Now in this one, I analyzed how you can get started as a beginner. You don't need to have any fancy equipment. I mentioned that. You just need to have your phone. All right? You just need to have a phone that has a camera. Literally, phones we have now, they all have cameras, and so you could just get started with it. And I also mentioned that if you're starting, make sure to be authentic. And as you are working on in your content creation journey, it may not be easy, but being authentic, it will help your audience to know that you are you, that you are not just someone that is claiming to be something they are not. And I also explained in that 0 subscribers how to start your YouTube journey the smart way. I explained a lot of things, okay? But as a review of what I explained, I also mentioned how you can go about filming. I mentioned how you can put the angles in place. This is the background screen that you guys normally see. If you watch my videos, you will notice this green curtain that is behind me. All right, so I often use it to make my videos. That's to show you don't need to have expensive things to get started. And I also mentioned you can use your phone. You can decide to put the phone in a window so that this natural light will come in. You can as well do that. And I also mentioned that when you're starting, you can decide to have a niche. And I explained what a niche means. It means, in simple terms, what do you want people to see when they join, like when they check out your page? What do you want people to see? That is what we call a niche. So I also as well. Hello, pretty Bella world. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to today's live. I'm so happy to see you today. How is everything going? So, that was what I explained for the first part. The 0 subscribers, start your YouTube journey the smart way. Now, I also explained yet another thing in the episode 2, how to plan and stay consistent as a content creator. In this place, I mentioned how you can go about planning your content. Depending on the kind of schedule you may have, if you're a busy type of person, you can decide to write the list of video ideas you have. Trust me, there is no idea that you may have that will seem to be awkward. No idea seems awkward. You can bring it to life. So I mentioned how you can go about it. You can write it down. I used notepad on my phone, the normal notepad. You can decide to write it in a book depending on how you like it. All right. So I showed how you can go about it in the video. And I also mentioned that you can bring out 2 videos that you can film, or you can batch film everything. Batch filming means you pick a single day for filming, and then that day you decide to film multiple videos, and then later on you start to edit and then post. So I showed how you can go about doing that. I also mentioned that you can even um, create your content. If you are making content, how you can go about planning it. For instance, let's say I want to do like relatable skit video today, and I decided that okay, I want to stay consistent in it. Just because I made 4 posts a day does not mean I have to post all those 4 in a day. I mentioned that when you plan it, the videos, you can also plan the timing in which you post it. Staying consistent does not mean that you have to be posting daily. It means that you need to post on a regular basis that is in line with how you want it. If you believe that you can post once a day, go ahead and post once a day. It would work for you. If you're not able to post one a day, if you believe okay, posting once a week would do, so long as you make it quality content, go ahead and post one video a week. It will definitely work out well for you. If you believe okay, I've analyzed everything, I can check, reschedule everything, I can post 3 times a day, then go ahead and do it. It all depends on your schedule. Posting consistently does not mean that you need to post every day, every day, every day. It's in line with how your schedule works for you, because we all have different schedules. So that was what I explained on the episode 2, how to plan and stay consistent as a content creator. And then in episode 3, I showed you how to make video ideas that actually work. I showed you how you can go about it even if you're just starting out. Hi Algore, welcome to today's live. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Hello. So in episode 3, it was video ideas that actually work. Now these video ideas, I mentioned about 10 of them that I wrote down that day to share with you. Now some of these video ideas that can help you out are like relatable videos. It could be skincare routine, it could be fashion routine, a day in my life vlog, it could be um voiceover diaries. I mentioned all of those. So you could also check them out in my channel. It's already uploaded. I saved the replay for those that may have missed it. You can check it out and watch it in full detail to get all of the ideas that I mentioned in those videos. I also mentioned that an idea is like a seed. Now, a seed, when you plant it, you have to water it for it to thrive. So when you have an idea, don't just say, oh, this idea is not going to work. You just push it aside. Take that idea, bring it to life, make the videos, post it. At first, it may seem as though it's not growing, but if you are doing it consistently on a daily basis, you start to build that community, because people will start to notice that this person posts a video on so days or so times, and before long you find that people will start to wait for you to post that video, and the moment it drops, you start to see people engaging in your videos. So it takes time, but it does work. All right. So in video ideas that actually work, I also mentioned that the videos that you have, how you can go about bringing these ideas to life. You don't have to follow it exactly as I wrote it down. I wrote it based on different niche, as I've mentioned what niche is. I wrote it based on different niche and how you can go about filming it based on the kind of niche that you have. So it was meant to inspire you. Those video ideas that I brought out, they are meant to inspire you. So when you are able to follow through with it, you'll be able to become good in getting ideas. And I also mentioned how you can go about getting more ideas in the video. I also mentioned it as well. And that is what I mentioned in episode 3. Now, episode 4 is real creator talk, how to grow a real community. That is the caption I gave for episode 4. Now, in this real creator talk, I explained how you can grow your community and how your community is built on loyalty, not just popularity. What community means? It means when, even if the views are low, those people that still stay and like your videos, those people that still share your videos without feeling pressured to share it. There are some videos you see, they will tell you, share my videos. A community is one that they will not even wait for you to tell them to share it. They share it on their own accord. That is what we call a community. And I also explained how you can go about building such communities that can help people to feel safe in that space that you're building, because a community is more like a home where people are supposed to feel safe, to feel as though they are seen, to feel seen. All right. I explained how you can go about it all. And I also explained in how to grow a real community, what you can do. If you're adding captions, you can make it to feel as though you are talking to your bestie, how you can go about talking to them and engaging. When someone comments on your videos, you can engage on that comment, like reply to the comment. If the person says I love this, you can give a reply, thank you. All of those simple expressions, they mean a lot, because it's not everyone that would see your content that would comment on it. So for those that see your comments and don't just pass but decide to give a like, you can show your gratitude by appreciating them, replying, thank you. Oh my gosh, I love your honesty. I love how you commented on my video. Make them feel seen, because it's people that we're talking about. They are not robots, they are individuals that actually replied or commented on a certain content that you made. So this helps them to feel seen, and it helps in the growth of the community. I also mentioned you could do like a Q&A where people get to bring their ideas and share it with you. You could ask a Q&A section like, what contents would you like to see more from me? This helps people to know that, oh, I can help to build in this community. If I bring my own idea here, this person sees the idea and knows that I'm also interested to add some support to the community. So it helps everyone, both you as the content creator and your audience. That helps to grow that community. I also mentioned every other tips in that episode 4, how to grow a real community. So you can also check it out. It's already live. Episode 1, the zero subscriber, start your YouTube journey the smart way. That one is already live. I made that video like a week ago. And then episode 2, how to plan and stay consistent as a content creator. I also explained that in episode 2, and it's also live on my YouTube channel. Even the episode 3, the one that has to do with video ideas, that I shared about 10 and analyzed each of them, you can also check it out. The video ideas that actually work, even if you're just starting out. So I explained these parts, and the video is out, the episode 1, 2, 3. Now, episode 4, the real creator talk, how to grow a real community, is also out. Yes, it took a while, but it's already out now, and I mentioned that in my community tab. The one I was waiting for before going live now is the number 5. Don't just post, stand out, editing hacks that makes viewers stay. No fancy app needed. That is the one I was waiting for before it finally uploaded. And after it uploaded, I said, let me make this short, brief recap to share with you some of the tips that we have learned so far in these 5 episodes. For the number 5, it was don't just post, stand out, editing hacks that makes viewers stay. And here I explained how you don't need to have an expensive camera or a fancy app, how you can go about editing. I also gave you tips on how you can use some effects like zoom in, fade in, how to go about adding emotions. If you are excited, what kind of fonts to use, I mentioned that as well. If you are trying to tell something confidential, like trying to tease a bit, the type of fonts to use. I even mentioned in that last live stream how to go about editing videos, even if it is like unboxing videos. I use the example of our camera. I also use the example of how to go about adding b-rolls clips. You know what a b-roll means? Extra clips. It could be you sipping tea, it could be you waking up and stretching, it could be you taking a view of the area that you're in. It could be any of these. All right. I also mentioned how, if you are making these editing videos, a lot of you asked me a lot of questions so far, and I was happy to know that you were all following along, and I explained many of the questions that was asked during that live stream, including how to make edits. Someone asked, how can I make edits that go viral? And I explained that when you are making edits, you can try to zoom in the timeline, how you can make cuts, how you can adjust the dead spaces, those places that are just blank, how you can edit it, giving it that professional look, how to go about adding the sound so that it would support the energy of that video. I also showed how you can go about each and every one of it. And I even mentioned that even if you don't have um, a camera like this digital camera, you can use your phone, how you can add the text on screen. I mentioned that if it's a text, you can decide to put it above the head part, or you can put it on the shoulder side. I mentioned how you can go about it. And I even mentioned, if you're making a video, how you can go about adjusting the text on screen. The text could be black and white, like the background would be white on screen. Then you could blur it a bit so that the text, which is dark, black actually, it would be popped up, and people will be able to read the comments. People will be able to read the text you've written there. And I said, if you want to put it over here, people tend to prefer it a lot, but some also prefer to add it on the shoulder sides. I mentioned the kind of angle it's supposed to be. So for me personally, I use both the upper level and even this shoulder level side to add my text on screen as well. Hi Success Gold, welcome to today's live stream. How are you doing? So I mentioned that as well. And I even mentioned in episode 5, don't just post, stand out, how you can go about posting. And yes, I remember in that episode 4, I mentioned how you can deal with the hate, the fear, and burnout. As a content creator, many people that see your videos, some of them may love your videos, while some would just want to criticize it. I'm doing good, and you? I'm also doing great. So nice to meet you today. So I also explained how you can go about it all with the fear, how you can overcome it, even though it may not vanish completely, or how you can continue to get the best version of yourself despite the fear, how you can go about the hate. Remember, they are not your target audience, so you don't need to let what they say ruin your day. Don't let it ruin your vibe. All right. Haters would want to say something that is very mean, that would hit you like a punch, but don't let it get to you, because they are not the people that you are making the videos for. There are people out there that love your videos and would be happy to watch it. So remember, it's those people that you are targeting, not the ones that reply harshly or mean. And I also explained in the videos how to deal with burnout. Sometimes you can decide to take a break, because remember, the brain is the tool that helps to generate all those ideas that you have in mind. So when you give the brain the needed rest that it deserves, it would help you out to be able to stay creative. It will help you out to relax your mind and even see things in a better light. It will help you to even get a better view of how to improve in your content creation. So those are what I explained in the 5 episodes. We will still be continuing further, but I just wanted to give a brief recap. And if you've not yet watched the videos, go check it out. It's already on my YouTube channel. You can watch it from the episodes 1 to 5. I explained everything in detail that can help you as a content creator, whether you're a new content creator or you're aspiring to be a content creator, or you are already a content creator but you are feeling stuck. These episodes are for you. So you can go check it out. And if you're seeing me for the first time, I'm Marvy Scoarts. I make relatable and funny videos, also sharing tips on how to help content creators around the world. And I also share DIY videos as well. So that's for the recap. If you are still watching this video, you could just let me know in the comments. That is, if you're watching the replay, you can just tell me in the comments what you love so much about these episodes. I'll be happy to read and then give you a reply. And if you're still watching the chat, thanks for watching the live stream. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. So we'll be calling it a day. I just decided to give a brief recap. Hi John Duru, how are you doing? Welcome. So I'm just going to use this as a moment to announce that the episode 5 is now live on the live stream, and this one too, I'm also going to post it on my live stream section in my YouTube channel once it's ready. And once it's ready, I'll also announce it in the community tab so that you also get value from all of this. Oh, I got value from your videos. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you so much, Success Good, for your coming. Thank you all so much, my subscribers, for joining. I really appreciate it. Yes, especially when it comes to handling negative comments. Yes, do not let it get to you. Remember, the haters are not your target audience. There are people out there who love your content, and they would definitely love to see what you've got next. So don't let the negative vibe get to you. Remember what in the video I mentioned, just push it out, remove it. Thanks a lot for those amazing things. I'm so happy to hear that you enjoyed all of them. So thank you so much for joining. And remember, if you love this video and found value, make sure to give it a like and to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell, and you'll be able to get notified for the latest content that comes on my channel. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all your love and support. Thank you and have a wonderful day. So till then, bye. Mwah.